Alright, let's go ahead and talk about this right away that nobody, or at least the free-to-plays, never use the stock revolver as soon as they unlock the first achievement item, the Ambassador. When they switch to that thing, they will use that thing as much as they can, thinking with its upside being you can headshot enemies, get crits, they will always hit them. And frankly, 99.9% of the time, they will not. And will most likely die anyways. Because they're free-to-play spies, of course they're gonna die. But, is that really the best option if you want a good old 102 crit in the face? I don't think so. I consider the Diamondback to be a straight, direct upgrade to the Ambassador in almost any situation. And how do you get the crits? By just playing the class effectively. This weapon is by all means probably one of my favorite weapons in the game, mainly because it encourages spies to do what spies are supposed to do. Stab and zap. It's not really that hard to get them. You just have to be a good spy to get a lot of them. And even bad spies can get maybe one or two of them. A lot more than you would with the Ambassador. But why do people use the Ambassador more than the Diamondback? Because you could crit 24/7 anytime you want with the Ambassador, right? Well, no. The Ambassador has random bullet spread written all over it in invisible ink. It might be hard to figure out because a lot of free-to-play spies, if they miss that backstab from 2 yards away or get hit by a Razorback, they'll just back up and start shooting everywhere and not hit a single bullet on you. And even if they do, it will nowhere be on the head. And then they'll just run into a grenade and blow up. Yeah, it's kind of a dumb thing when you think about it. But you see, the Diamondback at least gives you a chance to at least maybe kill them. Because it gives you crits that does not matter where you hit them, they'll crit no matter what. And all you have to do is just actually put in effort and time into getting good. This is basically a pretty good side grade to the Revolver. Not as good as the L'Étranger or the stock Revolver itself, but it's still a pretty decent weapon, and by all means much better than the Ambassador would ever be. But is that really all there is? No. Another interesting thing that the Ambassador doesn't have, a faster firing speed. Unlike the Ambassador, the Diamondback does not have a slower firing speed. Its only downside is a 15% damage penalty and all your crits are lost on death. Really? Then why do people use the Ambassador in the first place? Because it's an unlockable weapon that you can get through achievements, and will the majority of the time be the first weapon that any spy gets. Which isn't really a good thing, because the Ambassador is really used for super skilled players. And I encourage any free-to-play that if they have the Diamondback, use it. Because I don't want these people going around saying, oh, I got the Ambassador and it's better than stock since I unlocked it. I mean, here, I see Mr. Paladin use it all the time on YouTube, so that means it's gotta be good. And then miss all 6 of their shots and then die immediately. Like, that hasn't happened probably millions of times. I have to admit I used to like the Ambassador too before I managed to get other revolvers. And really, the Diamondback is just better in almost every way. The only time you would ever it wouldn't be good is when you come out of spawn. And even so, the stock Revolver, why did I almost say stock Ambassador? The stocky Revolver is better in that situation anyways because it has a faster firing speed and does more consistent damage. Seriously, if you want to use a crit weapon that does better at mid to close range, just use the Diamondback. The Diamondback does the job much better than the Ambassador would ever do. Anyways, my name is Skalk, and that was my first ever opinion video on why the Ambassador does not have anything up to the Diamondback. And that the Diamondback is probably one of the most underused weapons in the game. Thanks for watching, I hope you all have a good day. Peace, y'all.